Hold on 1 minute.
It says the stream is live.
Yeah, we are live. Hello, everybody out there in the Philly land and beyond. We are starting the show tonight with my co-host, Mama Ringo, Treely Hale Ringo. And tonight we have from Trendsetters Barbershop doing a promotion tonight for Toys for Tots this Saturday from 4 o'clock to 7:30. My man Joe Andrus. Joe, welcome. We want to get this message out tonight. You know, let everybody get those toys over to Cherry Hill to the shop right before Saturday. It's the last bit. If everybody can at least get a toy and get it to Joe and the fellas, I mean, it would be deeply appreciated. And Joe,
yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, man. So this Saturday's the event over in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It's 42 North Syracuse Drive, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We are collecting toys at the shop up until Friday. If somebody is in the Cherry Hill neighborhood, you can drop it off. I do have a box already on the front porch. A couple people have been taking advantage of that, dropping off early just in case if they're unable to make it for Saturday. We're looking to have a great time. Apparently the Grinch is coming. That's been confirmed. So on top of Santa Claus, you know, we will have the Grinch, hopefully, Buddy the Elf. And really what we're trying to do is just spread the holiday cheer, get everybody out, enjoying the scenery, joining the lights that I have that, you know, me and my family have been putting our hard-earned time putting up. We started November 3rd putting up the Christmas decorations, so trying to definitely get the holiday spirit going. So for Saturday is going to be a great time. Looking forward to see everybody. And we are looking for new unwrapped toys. They do not need to be wrapped. And at the current moment, they are looking for toys and gifts from the age 8 to 11 for a boy or a girl. Right now, they're kind of falling short for that age category. So we're definitely trying to focus on that. But any toy, anything is definitely greatly appreciated. Gifts. The only thing is no stuffed animals, no plushed animals, just in case, because we don't know whose houses that they're going to be coming from, going into stores and everything else. They carry a lot of germs. But you know, it's I'm really looking forward to it. I've thrown it in the past. I started in 2020 during COVID when they said Santa Claus had to be behind the plexiglass. And I said, no, we're not doing that. Santa Claus is out. Santa Claus doesn't carry germs. Santa Claus is, he's the guy, So that's when I started it, did it for 3 years, and then kind of had some things fall off on my end, and I wanted to bring it back this year better than ever, and I wanted to do it at the house and then really put a big show out because, I would set it up out front of the shop myself and then break it down that night and then bring it back to my house and then start decorating at the house. So this to go around, I figured start early, November 3rd, and blow it all out, and really looking forward to it. The United States Marines will be there in uniform. And it's also a great photo op for people and individuals, and just to see everyone smiling and everyone having a great time. It doesn't look like there's going to be snow. However, there will be 100% snow at my event because I have a snow machine.
Nice.
So there will be snow up in the air. So it's going to be awesome. I wish it was last week when we had the real snow, but maybe we'll have some lingering snow left around.
And you said it's from four. I can't even. Here I go.
It's from 4 to 7:30.
Okay. Let me just put the flyer up so Shirley and the folks could see it. Free pictures with Santa, and your address, Joe.
It's 42 North Syracuse Drive in Cherry Hill.
Okay, let me put that one up because is that the one you have it on?
No, it's the next one.
Hold on, let me see.
No.
Nah, I think TK might have.
This one right here.
Blame him.
Yep.
Here it is.
This one right here. It has, the address on there. You can send a QR code on all the ones that I have the QR code on. Comes to our website, which is my barbershop website, but I have a sublink on there just for pictures with Santa, has our address and everything like that on there too as well. For a quick, just a map over to the house. It is pet friendly. It is also a residential neighborhood. We do live in like a cul-de-sac, so definitely asking people to be patient and, if you can, park up the street and then walk down, just so that way we can keep traffic flowing.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an excellent turnout. I mean, in the past we always had great turnouts. I used to coordinate motorcycle rides and try to bring a Toys for Tots ride up to the Northeast Philadelphia area.
Right.
And it's been a success. This year there might be some motorcycles that come, but there's no organized ride for it.
Right.
Maybe next year we can get that back going as well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going home right now to actually test something else out because I might have additional surprise for later on, but I just got to make sure it's going to work before I get too far ahead of myself,
And also you did mention you can't forget the Birds game at 5:00.
Yeah, absolutely. So we will have the Birds on. I'm going to have it on a projector, project it onto the house actually. So that's another thing I have to try to figure out exactly how I'm going to not make it look like just the projector sitting out there. I want to decorate it. So now I got to go out to the store and grab some garland to wrap around my ladder that I'm going to put it on to make it look like a Christmas tree. So just another prop for outside. So I have a Facebook page. It's called Reindeer Way. Instagram is Reindeer Ways too as well. So that way you can see I'm constantly always posting up at least once a day of new stuff that we put out, new decorations, and just trying to keep people informed, and hopefully even throughout the year still continue to post and try to get next year even bigger and better.
All right. Well, I mean, you could bring toys to the LK Trendsetters location located at 7745 Frankfurt Avenue in Northeast Philly as well between tomorrow and Friday.
Tomorrow and Friday. And even if it is by Saturday, can be dropped off there too as well. One of my guys will be coming over after work, so we can get the toys definitely over to the Toys for Tots. The facility is in Bristol, PA, so regardless, the toys are going to be coming from Cherry Hill back over to PA as well, so we'll be able to get them to where they need to be, or if somebody wants to reach out and let me know, or anything like that, I can coordinate another pickup time. However, it's typically picked up last week, just so that way they have enough time to assort them and allot them for everybody. So while we're collecting, we're also going to be sorting them out by age and gender and stuff like that. What ones need batteries? If somebody does bring a gift that does need batteries in the past, please include the batteries just in case, because you're giving a gift, but then you don't know if it's going to work once you pull out the tab, or what's the battery life that's inside of them. So again, everything is greatly appreciated, and even batteries is a really good gift because some people just kind of just forget about it. You know what I mean? It's it's things we don't think about because we're doing stuff from the heart. It's generosity and it's helping people. And to me, especially in this day and age, that's what we need. We need more community help and spreading love. And spreading the holiday cheer. It's huge, very big.
All right, well.
Thank you. Joe. Thank you for all you're doing for these kiddos.
No problem.
They need
no problem. I've been blessed, so and you just got to keep it rolling.
Right.
It's been really good, and it takes a big support team. The Toys for Tots are behind me, and then along with my clients and the guys that work for me, my family. Even Fuji, helping me out, and Mama Ringo now. You know what I mean?
Had it not been in a conflict with the game, I would have been there dressed as Mrs.
Yes.
So I was telling Joe.
I love it. So next year we're just gonna have to plan it bigger and better. That's all, and
we're gonna do.
It's kind of crazy because I wanted it last week, but unfortunately the dates didn't really work out, and but definitely next year.
All right,
definitely next year. So
well, thanks for coming on, and we'll get the word out.
Yes, great. I really appreciate it, and go Birds. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah,
love it.
Hey. Fly Eagles fly.
Fly Eagles fly. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great night. And safe travels down to DC.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good one, Joe. Thank you.
All right. See you.
Bye. All right. We have our guest in the green room. I'm just going to.
You have another guest?
Gayle.
All right.
Gayle I'm going to remove you, take myself out.
Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride. Fuji's Philly flair, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fuji's Philly flair, we're living the care.
Well,
Fuji's Philly Flair. I'll still jam it.
what is going on, everybody? Welcome. Tonight, we have the man in the building, Mr. Gayle Saunders of 4th and Jawn. Gayle, how are you? How's it going? Thank you for coming on this evening.
I'm doing amazing. Eagles are winning now, and life is good, man. Life is good.
We're back on the winning side of things, and I know you're a busy man. I don't know how do you keep up with your schedule? I
He just finished the podcast and jumped on this one. Didn't know I knew that.
It's crazy. I mean, a lot of traveling, following these birds, man. I love the Eagles so much. It's not work sometimes, but then
it's a way of life.
When the Eagles start losing, it becomes work sometimes because you're dealing with a lot of Eagle fans, so the emotions run high. You're talking people off ledges. It's Philadelphia. It's a crazy city, but they love their birds. So a lot to talk about.
How do you, between trips, your podcast appearances here or there, how do you maintain all this during the season?
A lot of sleep during Monday to like Thursday, then weekends no sleep.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of my schedule's like run around. Like things happen daily, so it's like I might not have anything on the schedule, but then all of a sudden I'm doing a shoot with Shady randomly in LA, riding through LA with Shady. The next minute we might be doing a tailgate Olympics. It's crazy, but I like it that way.
That's right. You guys just had that at Dolan's Bar over the weekend, wasn't it?
That was a good time. You guys were talking about Toys for Tots. We came out, showed out, just had fun. You know how we do, but got some toys for the kids. I mean, it's Christmas time, right? You guys are ready for Christmas?
We're getting there.
Getting there.
1 week away.
Last minute shoppers.
If I can.
Right.
Oh, well, okay. Okay.
The beautiful tree.
I'm trying. Oh, you know what? It's pink for breast cancer.
Okay.
Of course.
It's not a traditional Christmas tree.
Very
Definitely.
nice.
Right.
But this one's been up since I had my grandson in town for November, so I had to get it up to show him some lights. But we're getting there, getting ready for Christmas.
I'm a last minute shopper.
Thank you for everything that you're doing for these kiddos with Toys for Tots.
Yeah. I mean, all day, every day. Let's it's always a good time. Doing good for good causes. That's
right.
What are the specifics with your Toys for Tots?
Well, what do you mean specifics?
Where can we drop off a toy?
We actually it ended on Saturday.
Oh, excuse me.
So we had we had the event on Saturday. So yeah, we had a lot of toys though. We had a lot of toys and a lot of good vibes as well.
Nice.
I'm looking for where I can show up in a Mama Ringo.
Mama
Ringo costume. I show up every game in a Mama Ringo costume.
Okay.
Wow. Hey.
And Mrs. Claus.
See, I didn't know this about Mike or AK Fuji. I didn't know you were a mummer. You did the mummer thing. So yeah, and then
who did the mummer thing?
You weren't you a mummer?
I was for a time, years ago. How'd you know?
Because we were at the tailgate and someone rolled up on you and
Greg, that's right.
I was in the mummers with Fuji. And I'm like, what?
Like, how the hell did you know? I forgot about that. I was sober at the time too. So
okay. I don't know nothing about being a mummer. You gotta teach me the way.
It's not that hard.
With what a mummer is.
the Mummers Parade happens every New Year's Day, and it's kind of like a Mardi Gras. It's been going on in Philly for over 100-year tradition.
I feel ridiculous. I didn't know that. Please, educate me.
but
I'm new here to Philly and
it's
getting involved, getting invested.
give me your
Philly vibes.
you can define it, Gayle.
Then, bro, I'm just as lost as she is. I know of it, but I've never been to the Mummers Parade.
Well, it used to go up Broad Street every year till the city pretty much put it from probably Broad and Washington going up through Markets. I think it starts at 20th and Market now.
And it's a New Year's Day parade?
Yep, every year.
Okay.
8 a.m. to about 4 in the afternoon, and then you got the comics, the fancy division, the string bands, and then the fancy brigades brought live from the convention center. So it's one big party, and it's not what it used to be, but it's still a nice Philly tradition.
Sounds like it, but shoot, if you go out the night before and have a good time, are you even making it to a parade before, or are you getting up before?
That all depends.
Is it better than the Wing Bowl? Another tradition I've always heard about, never been to, but the Wing Bowl.
Wing Bowl was discontinued probably 5-6 years ago, which was just another, I don't know, people, drinking 4 or 5 in the morning. Like that's another, they did away with it. I mean, a couple of months ago, I did have El Wingador on, who was a 5-time Wing Bowl champion. He was on it on the show here. He talked about it, and it's, people would be out there tailgating midnight, waiting on I think the doors would open at the Wells Fargo from probably about 4 or 5 in the morning. It would start at 6. It was on WIP originally with Angelo Cataldi, and Al Morgani actually came up with the thought, since before the Eagles were, championship caliber team, Al Morgani came up with it because the Eagles weren't winning Super Bowls at the time, which was probably back in the early 90s. But then 2-3 years, about 5-6 years ago, they discontinued it.
Well, things have changed in Philly. We're winning Super Bowls now.
Well, of course. So now we don't need any Wing Bowls or what have you. Just a little personal experience from being a Mummer and attending a few Wing Bowls.
See, I didn't know Fuji was a historian, but hey, I'm glad you're teaching all of us.
Well, Gayle, are you from Philly or from Delaware?
My dad is originally from Philly. I actually grew up in Connecticut.
You did say that.
Mm-hmm. So my dad used to build nuclear submarines. He used to work at the shipyard in Philly.
Navy.
And then
nice.
he was building submarines up in Connecticut. That's how he got to Connecticut. And then as a kid growing up, he forced me to be an Eagle fan. He named me after his favorite running back, Gayle Saunders.
Gayle Saunders.
Which I was like, that's dope. Hall of Fame running back. I'll be a Bears fan.
Right.
I bought some Bears gear, came home. He took the jacket off. He threw it in the garbage. He said, there will be no other teams in this house. So I was fighting for the Eagles my whole entire life.
Nice.
Gave me some character, built some character in me. And then my parents moved back to Wilmington, Delaware in '95. So I kind of fell in love with Philadelphia all over again once coming down here, and then ended up moving down here. So I lived 20 minutes from the stadium, so I'm super close.
Right.
Okay.
South Philly?
I live, I'm 20 minutes from South Philly. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Mama Ringo.
I'm in South Philly, right around the corner from the stadiums. I love it. I just have been here in Philly When I landed in Philly, I actually had some health issues that I was going through, but recovering from that. Philly has been a heck of an experience. I have not seen another fan base like the Philadelphia Eagles. I wouldn't have wanted to go anywhere else. I am a die-hard Eagles fan. And I was having this conversation earlier with Mike. I'm an Eagles fan. Even if my son were to go to another team, I'm going to be in an Eagles jersey yelling "Go Birds," harassing out of that other team. Because I'm locked in. I was recruited, and Go Birds.
Well, you have
get from me.
You have said that.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great to hear. I mean, being on the road and going to all these different cities and seeing our fans show up, it's a proud moment. Like you actually see the other opposing fans' faces as we walk into the city or into the restaurants or at the airport. The airport workers are like, "Could y'all just go home?" So the fact that we show up it's crazy.
Take it over the state.
Well, look, when we were in Minnesota, it was Eric, my guy Eric, and myself, and we ran into you and Philly sports guy and Nady, and we took that picture. Prime was there with us.
Yep.
Just to help. I mean, Phil, Eagles fans, it's like an army of green. I mean, everybody just represents to the fullest, no matter where it is. And I mean, I know you're everywhere, Gayle. I mean, you see it you're pretty much at every road trip, correct?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I missed the away trip this year. I mean, even just going to Brazil last year, just seeing the Eagle fans down there, see how they rock. It's just crazy to see, but it's awesome to have friends all over the world. Like we have people at our tailgates from we had a family from Australia just recently, but just talking to them and just why the Eagles, why the Eagles, and they just give you some story about how Jordan Mailata is one of the reasons why they became an Eagle fan.
Right.
So it was their lifelong dream to come to Philly to see Jordan Mailata play this past weekend, and they did it. So it's the fan base is growing, man. I think the America's team could actually be the Eagles.
Oh, no doubt. When I was down the Detroit tailgate, I actually ran into a gentleman that came to Philly for the first time from Brazil, and he was at the game. Matter of fact, I became friends with him on Instagram, and I'm trying to get him on here.
What's his name?
I can't recall. He had to put me on.
Because I was like, maybe I might know him.
Well, wait, I don't know. I'm getting bad with names as I get older.
Same. I get you.
I mean,
I get you.
I apologize to the gentleman. So now I feel like a real horse's ass. I'll be
Hey,
what the hell?
I mean, bro, we meet a lot of people on the road.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
at tailgates.
Don't be a dickhead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's hard to remember everyone's name. I don't forget faces though.
Nah, right.
And then sometimes conversations will click as I see a person's face. I'll remember them, and then I'm like, all right, I remember what we talked about, and then it kicks in. So
Actually, his name, his name is Paolo Benditti.
Paolo Benditti.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that makes sense why you couldn't remember. You get a raise for that one.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So, Gayle, I'm a Ringo myself, wanted to get into this. You correct me if I'm wrong on this. You started Fourth and Jawn.
That's what I want to hear about.
What can you get into the history about Fourth and Jawn?
It started back in 2016. Me and E-Rock had first started it at the time. He was with us for a couple years. But the whole thing started when we just realized that we wanted to cover the Eagles differently than most. I was at the time I was at NBC Sports as a draft analyst, and I didn't really want to be like a suit and tie
kind of
guy. I'm a, you know,
Mhm.
I need my J's on. I'm just, my vibe is just different, and just the way that being a draft analyst and having to cover like some of the players that were getting drafted, and like having like my bosses telling me that I had to write something negative about players, and just the way that I had to like cover it, that always didn't sit well with me. So I was just like, all right, we're gonna do our own way. We're gonna bring the community together. At the time I knew my dad, he's starting to get sick. He passed from dementia about a year ago. But it was like he was kind of like the brainchild of like I'm like, hey, let's do a Philly brand.
Nice.
Let's I'm gonna have to move down to Philly to take care of him, or the Philadelphia area. So that's really kind of what started. It was just like, it's like, I love the Eagles. I'm doing this anyway. So we wanted to come up with an idea where we could bring all the people that were online, like offline, online, offline. Like, so we had these meetups at our tailgates. We kind of just, our mantra was like bringing people together, let's bring the community together. And that's where it started. And it's a whole lot more fun when you're just talking about, I could talk the X's and O's, I could talk the culture, I could talk about anything Eagles related, because I love it, and I talk to a lot of beat writers, and they talk about their passion to become like a beat writer or a national beat writer, and they tell me like, hey Gayle, if you want to do this, you're gonna have to give up your fan card. And I'm like, give up your fan card? You can't do both? They're like, nah, you can't do both. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just create my own lane. So at the time when we started, we after 2 years doing a podcast, we ended up getting picked up by NBC Philly. So we were at NBC Philly for 2 years. But we got a great opportunity to like learn from like Ray Didinger, Derek Gunn, like some of the greats to do it. It was just a really hands-on experience. It was the whole, when social media wasn't, when it was starting to blow up, that's when we started the brand. And then, over the years we've expanded. It's me, Evan Hollywood Hearn, Prime. We have Tim Kincaid, who's out in AZ, and then we have Tim Armstrong. But we, in general, just like to, work with everybody in the community. It's really about making great relationships, meeting the Mama Ringos, meeting Fuji's on the road, and just really just like being part of the community. Like a lot of people, might do stuff in the like Eagles content, but not knowing who is who in the community, or being able to like pick up the phone and say, hey, Fuji, I'm here, or like I'm in this city, is the coolest part of like building your own community. Because at the end of the day, it's like you find friends all over the world, and that's the coolest part of bringing people together.
Right.
You're a people person.
I try, I try.
Well,
Pick you up an hour later with friends, clearly.
now how did like you, E-Rock, and Prime, and the rest of the Tim's like all come together?
We all really came through together via our tailgate. Just meaning Prime just attended the tailgate. Tim Kincaid attended the tailgate. Tim Armstrong as well. And then Evan was he was an intern for us. He was at Temple at the time. But it was really about just people reaching out, trying to say they want to do some content, and they like the way we did it. And there's obviously other avenues that anyone can go out there and make content, but I think controlling your own lane and your own narrative is always the best way to do it, especially in these days with media. Like if you listen to the radio, I'm not gonna say which radio station, but it's a lot of, there's a lot of clickbait and there's a lot of negativity. And again, this goes back to my days with NBC Sports being like, they told me if it bleeds, it reads. And
Right.
I think sports fans are now smarter than that. I think we all have contacts and connections, and there's other ways that you can do it in a positive way. But obviously, not everybody wants. People like some negativity, but that's just never been me. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like I was telling Mama Ringo. I said this media is always like, look for firestorms with the Eagles, and I'm going back 30 plus years, and they just, today it would be clickbait, it'd be just selling newspapers back in the day to like, whether a controversy with, Donovan and T.O. 20 years ago, or Randall and whatever, just a firestorm in this, it's what sound like to me at one point, not that I'm knocking the Eagles, but to me, before the Super Bowl runs, to me, they were just all about drama, like the back page of the Daily News.
They stir up a little bit here and there, and
right.
we hear about some controversy amongst the boys, and it's just
right.
I mean, if it's even true, it's just to keep it going and keep it interesting, and a little reality TV show mixed in there.
There's this stuff that sometimes I'll hear that like that the average beat reporter would like take and use it as a lead story the day before game day, or like. But for me, loving the culture, loving everything about the Birds, like why would I throw some negativity on the timeline? And it's easy to do stuff like that, but it's at the end of the day, it's like, I think every team has things to work through every season. I think there's a lot of personalities, it comes with the territory. But I think it's great to see when your team starts working through these things, and then like start winning Super Bowls. Because like you talked about in the past, like us watching our team and just seeing what a good football team look like versus a Super Bowl team. We've seen Super Bowl runs, we've seen the chemistry, we've seen all of those things. So it's cool to see the difference between a contender and a pretender. So I feel like, I would never want to affect, a run just because I had a story or a tip or, but that's, it's, I think media is just a little different these days.
Gayle, what do you think separates the Eagles fan base from every other NFL team?
I think the tradition is really strong. It's I think the Eagles, like our brand, like I try to, you bring people together. I mean, the Eagles and families and the traditions and like, there's a difference between a diehard and just a regular, bandwagon. Like this, there's like when you come to the city, and I'm sure Mama Ringo can agree, like when you see the difference and you can feel the energy, you could go to a coffee shop and the waitress is like just as diehard as the some dude working a garbage truck, or a businessman, or a teacher, or a nursery school teacher. Like everybody is into this, like, and it's not just it's just not the Eagles. I mean, it's the Phillies, it's the Sixers. The whole city is on like on 11. Like I worked in New York City for 24 plus years at Nickelodeon and MTV. Was there.
Right.
I was around New York talk radio. The radio was, but it was never like being here. Like not your average person at bank tellers, Go Burden, or the grocery stop. Everybody's Go Burden around here, and it's
big time.
it's crazy to see. Like there's a level of energy that like
That
people feel it. You know.
that is one.
I've incorporated Go Birds. It's hello, how are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye. And when I walk past somebody who's got an Eagles hat on and I say Go Birds and they don't, hello, I said Go Birds.
Well, that is one thing over the years that has like really took off in this town because go like you would be somewhere else, like in another city, maybe on vacation. Somebody has an Eagles thing on, and the lingo was Go Birds. You would, like that is caught like wildfire, like over probably the last 10 years or so. Nobody would ever say that before.
Yeah, when you go on the road, then you'll be in this different city and you say "Go Birds," and sometimes they don't say it back. They're like,
right,
like where are you on the fan? On the fan scale, like because if you don't say "Go Birds" back, I'm like,
right,
you truly don't speak the language of the tribe. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's a cool thing to see, though.
Oh yeah, like I said, over the years, you won't see it probably up until what do you say, Gayle? 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's a thing on the West Coast when you go to a game that they don't do anywhere else. They say, "Let's go Eagles." So when you're in the stadium, they go, "Let's go Eagles," and they also do it when the offense has the ball. Because then you're like you're trying to be like, I'm sitting here like, everyone quiet down. I'm like, I'm not doing the coop thing. I mean, quiet down because we're on offense. But it's like the "Let's Go Eagles" chant is definitely a West Coast thing. And I don't really hear it. No, I do hear it occasionally at different, like I heard it in Dallas. Eagle fans were saying "Let's go Eagles." But they don't really say that at home.
Nah, that's
at all. But I'm from the West Coast, from Seattle, and I could definitely see that happen.
Yeah, let's
That's
go
for sure
Eagles.
a standard issue cheer.
Yeah.
From the West Coast, let's go. Whoever, dun 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 dun. Let's go.
Yeah, but I'm not. I'm like, hey, at least they're rooting for the team. But it's definitely cool to see in different stadiums when their players go offsides because the Eagle fans are loud. I've seen that hundreds of times in stadiums. That's a cool thing. Always a good. You get a good laugh when that happens.
How would you go ahead?
You reading? I said, what you got?
No, I was going to say, Gayle, how do you want 4th and Jawn to impact the Eagles community long term?
Long term, I mean, I think it's been long term seeing some of these Eagle fans that come back, especially to tailgate, and you see their kids grow. Like you see, they used to be a kid, now they're like, I'm a doctor now. You're just like, all right, I've been doing this too long. But I just think the impact of just being, good people. A lot of the guys that we rock with, we're all on the same path, and it's about giving back and really just trying to be people in the community that want to do good, that we want to help the players, we want to volunteer, we want to give back, and we want to actually talk like diehard Eagles topics. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people I speak to on a daily basis that it gets. I mean, obviously, it's great to have that many people to talk to, but when something happens about the Eagles, everybody wants to talk about it.
Right.
Everything, not just who we signed, who we're gonna draft, but what gear are you rocking? Where are you gonna get this autograph? Who's signing this week? You name it. People are asking questions, and we try to be people in the know. So we're always trying to let people know what's going on, and I mean, it's just crazy. But I mean, obviously, we just want to be informative to the community as well.
When you and E-Rock got together as far as your podcast, I know with TK, Tom Kelly, which being on the network Traley and I are on. You know, people out there, the folks watching that aren't familiar, you guys were on Wildfire Radio together, correct?
Mhm.
Can
Yeah,
you get into like how you? I mean, that's what 10 years ago at least.
yeah. I remember that the episode we invited Tom Kelly to come in. It was just that's what it is you know, inviting people in on your platform and letting them talk about the birds. And Tom was very passionate talking about his birds. I think it was after we won the Super Bowl. But that's really what it is. It's cool to see everybody like grow. That's the cool thing. I've mentored a lot of content creators, and is I might not say that out publicly, but there's a lot of people I've mentored. But it's really about like, I want you to grow. You know, it's not about me, it's about you, and it's about how I can help. So that's been the coolest thing. There's a lot of content creators I see now that are doing well and just, you know, having a good time, and it's a blessing to see that kind of stuff.
Would you say? Oh, God. Nah, it's on all you. Go ahead.
I was making it about me.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm getting my own podcast up and running. I'm gonna reach out
Yeah, I mean,
for that mentorship.
yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like every time I've seen you out, it's just like you're a light of energy, and it's always good to see you pop up in spaces. That's the cool part. You know, everyone, when you come to a tailgate, everyone's like, "Oh, Mama Ringo's here." You know, like you bring that light, and that's some the positivity we like.
Thank you for that. It is important to me to be viewed as such. Sure, I'm one of the players' moms. I'm approachable. I'm friendly. I'm a good person, if I do say so myself. And I just love the Eagles. I just love to tailgate. And I'm going to, again, be on my own podcast talking about a little bit, but a lot of more so women-dominated subjects. But I want to make it about me.
I mean,
I'm going to be there for that mentorship.
but the thing is, I like that you have a perspective that a lot of like the average Eagle fan. I mean, now that you're a diehard Eagle fan, you have the perspective of you know, a different perspective than the average Eagle fan, and from a player's mom, but also being, you know, in the know, you know. But that's a cool twist. So
Thank you. I love I'm the mom of one of them that, you know, we got 5 boys that came up from the University of Georgia after winning that amazing championship with the University of Georgia. If you're locked into this podcast and you haven't seen it, we got 5 of our guys that won the championship. It ended a 41-year championship drought versus Alabama. It was a pick 6 at the end of the game. Bama couldn't recover. We got
that's the cool part about seeing the Georgia boys and seeing how their development and their growth, but also just being a college fan and watching you guys come together and like overtake the reins, and then seeing you know, just the mindset of the Georgia players and how they're coached. And I remember when the Eagles started to like interview like I think it was like one of the Georgia defensive assistants or something, and I was like, I said, I was telling all these people, I'm watching like all these Georgia defensive coaching videos, and I'm like, then I started calling my people. I'm like, yo, Howie is about to like pick and choose from this Georgia defense. I'm like, it all makes sense. It's all coming together, and all of a sudden, next 3 years, he's drafting Georgia players, and I'm like, this guy did it. This guy actually did it, and but not only just drafting Georgia players, but the culture, the winning culture infused into a locker room that was getting older and now is one of the youngest defensive units out there, and having like these Georgia guys having that culture already locked in is it's so underrated.
Well, it's just like the conversation Mama Ringo and I had her. You know, you've seen these guys grow together at Georgia.
Oh yeah,
you know,
brotherhood,
like
camaraderie. These guys
like
are solid.
like the 5 or 7 of them, including Ojulari and just the other player I can't think of that we talked about.
And on that brain part.
From Georgia.
Lewis.
Yeah. Lewisine, that's it.
Oh, Lewisine, yeah.
Right.
I think the injuries caught up to him.
Right.
Lewisine, actually, but just being at the Senior Bowl as well. Like, I remember scouting like, what's his name? Quinyon Mitchell, and this is before anybody even like talked about him, and I was like, this Toledo kid, this is who I'm here to see, and just watching him call out, it was like Ladd McConkey from Georgia, but he wouldn't call their names. He would call them, he'd be like, you, Georgia, and then you point, and then it'd be like Ricky Pearsall from Florida, and he'd like Florida. Like, come, like I want you, and then he would like run their routes for him, and it was just like, I was just like, oh my god, this is the dude, and then doing my intel, I'm out here asking questions. The guy that runs the Senior Bowl, I'm like, I'm interviewing him. I was like, is it safe to say that Quinyon Mitchell was bottom of the first round talent right now? And he wouldn't answer this on camera, but as soon as I cut off the camera during the interview, he was just like, he's going to be the first quarterback drafted, blah, blah, blah. He's like, he turned down Saban and his money. This kid is just like real deal. So I interviewed Quinyon, and he's just like, oh, my mentor. I was like, who do you model your game after? And he's like Darius Slay. Nice. I said, wouldn't that be crazy if you guys played together? And he laughed, and then a year later he gets drafted by the Eagles, and a couple months later he gets drafted by the Eagles, and the rest is history. I think, having him and Coop as young rookies to start right away, that's kind of unheard of.
No, big time.
The room is just stacked with, the room is just stacked with talent. So
I saw a rumor about, don't hold me to this, but there was a rumor that possibly Buffalo may release Slay. I don't know if it's any truth to this.
If you're playing the Eagles, the best way to try and beat them is not allow them to get
Darius Slay back.
That's
right.
It's a smart move, but
right.
Do they keep him during the playoffs is the question.
Oh, right.
Like his rights, or right after the game they're going to release him to the wind.
Yeah, just food for thought.
What's that?
For thought.
Howie's playing chess, not checkers.
Not big time.
Howie's always like 10 steps ahead.
No, without a doubt.
Like he would be the perfect character for Games of Thrones or something. Always calculated.
Absolutely. Skill, you do your own sneaker line, correct?
Sneaker line? No, I do my own like customs.
That's what I was.
Can we see
you have any?
Looks like you're sitting in front of a shoe rack.
Looks like
you're not going to get out of this one.
You're putting me on the spot.
Show off your work.
This is just something that's next to me. It's like a Phillies custom.
Yeah, nice.
I do a little everything. Some old
Air J's.
Eagles, nice. Jays.
Sweet.
But I think that's it for.
Yeah.
If you ever need a pair of customs, let me know.
Provide a pair of white, solid white.
It could be anything.
I was going to hit you up for a pair of Kelly Greens.
I'm sitting here looking around my room to see if anything's around here.
That's literally who I learned you do customs by. Right.
I didn't.
He was bragging on your skills.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to put your.
Let's see. Got
I
some
didn't mean to put you out there.
some Vans.
Nice.
You know. Yeah, I mean it's you know it's also therapeutic. You know.
Right.
Sometimes.
Oh, I remember when we were at the down the tailgate for not the we were at Fox, the pep rally for Fox 29, and I appreciate again you inviting me and having me. The young girl that was there making the sneakers, making them right there.
Yep.
Custom. Which
Yeah.
she did a phenomenal job, and just it's just amazing. Like between the bakeries that make the cakes, and
I mean, there's a lot of passion in this community for this team. It's just crazy. Like I try to, I don't put everything out that I do, because
right.
if I put it out, then people will ask for it. So I'm still I get caught up, and then I'll put something out. But Mama Ringo, whatever you need, let me know. What's your favorite shoe?
You know what? Hold on. This is what we're Hold on. I already have this lined up. I have a pair of shoes that are white, and I like this style of shoe, and I've been made fun of on occasion, but I think it's perfect. Oop.
All right, yeah.
They
This is
Nikes.
what I got.
Those are perfect.
I
Those are
thought
perfect.
this is my bedroom, purple. But,
That's fun. Yeah.
yeah, this is what I thought would be perfect to
Because
personalize. And I was gonna experiment and go on
Alright.
Amazon and get my, I was just gonna wing it and see what I could get done.
I can do it for you.
Love it.
And the funny thing is that the NFL dropped their own like Air Max 90 line, and they picked like 8 different teams, but they didn't pick the Eagles.
That's odd.
So I actually bought. It's funny that you picked that shoe up. I actually bought a pair of Air Max 90s to do the same.
Nice.
Just to be like, you forgot the Eagles, so I had to do it myself. That's a dope shoe. But I do, I did a pair of cleats for a kid. Oh, here's a
I like that.
Sweet.
let's see. They said Phillies. Those are Phillies. I do a little everything. So a little kente print, Everyone asked for the Air Force Ones.
Nice.
I did a pair of cleats for this kid recently. Yeah, I mean, I'm in it to win it here. I do a lot of stuff for like high school athletes,
Oh no. Or
Cleats.
sharp.
I keep popping back and forth. Fuji, see if you got somebody else waiting to come in. Just be mindful. That's why I keep popping back and forth.
Nah,
I'm texting.
I don't see.
Here we go. Some Eagles cleats for a kid recently.
Nice.
He played on a flag football team that was the Eagles, so we surprised him with his own shoe, which was cool. I always like surprising kids, you know what I mean? Like if
Oh yeah.
you could surprise a kid, he's about to play a game, and you're like, here's some cleats. And you're like, oh. But I was like, you got to score touchdowns in them. Just saying.
There you go.
When it comes to that, kids, you look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah, that's the line.
Get a new fit, new pair of cleats, and they're gonna perform it.
That's the line.
Gayle, as far as I know, you've met a ton of people along the way. I mean, who would you say between you and the fellas, who's the biggest interview you guys ever have had or have met?
Well, I mean, we interviewed Brian Dawkins, and he was, he's kind of a lot of people's, hero. Like I think he was like a superhero to a lot of us. But he's also so humble. To me,
Big time.
we met his family out at the Hall of Fame. and we kind of like had a connection. We were like hyping Eagle fans up. We had a sign, and I was like holding this sign up, and then this woman came up to me and was like, "Baby, where you get that sign from?" And I was like, "Oh, we made it." She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, we're just hyping Eagle fans up." She's like, and then I looked at her. I said, "Connie?" And she's like, "How do you know my name?" I was like, "Because you're Connie Dawkins." I said, "If there's no Connie Dawkins, there's no Brian Dawkins, and we're not here."
Right.
And then she's like, "All right, I'm gonna make you a deal." She's like, "You give me that sign." I said, "We'll bring that over to Brian. We'll get it signed. You want to come hang out with the family?" So it was just like we were just sitting there, and the next thing you know, we were hanging out with the Dawkins family at the Hall of Fame, and that's how we met them.
Awesome.
And she said, "Now you got to make one for me, and then you have to send it to us." So that's what we did. So we had ours signed, this is
Wow.
so it's
That's
signed by Dawkins. So that was kind of like the just a crazy story. What next thing you know, like we've been helping his foundation for the last probably the last 5 years. We support them and help them do whatever they need to do. It's a great event every year, golf outing. But anything they're doing in the community, we're willing to help.
Right.
So we help promote his brook as well, and
Most.
he's just a good dude, man. He's like quiet dude as well.
Very humble, like all of us here talking. I mean, I was fortunate to meet him a few times myself. Very docile, very soft-spoken, great-hearted. Now he's a motivational speaker, and
that's cool. He does a lot of stuff for kids in the community. He's always giving back and inspiring like a lot of the kids, teaching them how to speak, teaching them how, inspiring them to live their dreams and stuff like that. So I mean, you hear him talk to a room, it's like I'm ready to run through a wall,
brick wall.
I mean?
Yeah,
I'm glad that all our guys get to talk to a guy like that. I mean, and he's had some rough times too.
Yeah,
well.
And I was, I can relate because, I mean, if you really look at it, I was fortunate to be there when he went in the Hall of Fame in Canton back in 2018, and he talked about suicide and Connie getting the insurance money, but with the kids and just a couple weeks ago, Trayley and myself, we did a show on suicide awareness, and fortunate I was younger and I attempted it, and thank God.
Oh, jeez.
And Trayley, really encouraged me to put out that message, which I thank you again for helping me just to be an encouragement. And Brian Dawkins, he said he had it all planned out, and he talked about it right in his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah, I mean that's I think the nowadays it's people back in the day people mask their pain and kind of like not talk about things. I think the fact that people are out there open about their struggles, it's you can empower somebody.
I think that it's almost trending to be transparent and vulnerable. And Mike, you are impressive with what you've gone through and with what you've shared with me, and your willingness to be open. And thank you for receiving my information as intended. We've talked about my cancer message and what I've been through, and I just told Mike that that's why you went through what you've gone through. That's why you've overcome it. And that's why you're in a position right here on this podcast. And that's why we're going to do this show and highlight that. Men don't have those examples or as many examples as they should. And they need strong men like the both of you to come forward and say it's okay to tell your truth.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing these days. I mean, in my family, we've dealt with that, and it's a bad situation where it didn't work out, but it's seeing people talk about it and that are open and helping the next man or woman
Right.
up. I mean, that's the beautiful thing. Just being open and honest and letting people know what you're going through.
All right. I mean, especially, back then it was all, men were just supposed to be, I don't want to use the word macho, but, a man can only take on so much before, so much pressure, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it's just always been portrayed. And, guys go through a lot that, it was like, being strong willed and not saying anything about it. But then after a while, you got to let it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of NFL players, have gone through that situation, and it's on, Marshawn Nealon, yeah, just recently. But it's it's a shame that people, feel that they can't open up. I think
Right.
it's good that everyone's opening up and talking about these things. And I'm proud of you, Fuji, for doing that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Sincerely. I mean, you go back to like the CTE really over the years, and all these concussions, and unfortunately, Junior Seau and Andre Waters, and just guys like Jim McMahon. I think the last couple of years, I don't want to say he got dementia, but he was starting to forget, like, with all the concussions. And that's another thing, I mean, it's great the NFL finally did do something about it, with the protocol with CTA and the way you can't hit people like you used to, whether it's a quarterback or take somebody's head off over the years. And, you've seen it. And,
yeah. I mean, it took a while for them to come around, and
right.
Until they got put on full blast. I mean, I remember when they first started doing it, and I was talking to like retired players about it. In the all the research that was just compiled, there's no way they could run from it. But I do think, they still could do more.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they could still do more, especially for the retired players that are,
of course,
some who haven't gotten their,
I mean, it's
their help.
It's unfortunate, with all the lawsuits. I don't think it was that long ago when all these lawsuits came out towards, the players of yesteryear that ended up suing the NFL, and just, made the end put a damper on the NFL's reputation.
Now, Mom, how do you feel about being a mother of an NFL athlete that has to deal with those kind of things, like the scariness of
I'm thankful that my son decided he switched positions. He used to be a running back and was that through going into high school, and got developed into a DB. It is better to hit than get hit. It is scary. I am familiar with concussion or show, and what these athletes deal with long term. It is scary. Fortunately, my son hasn't had any situations where he's felt as though something happened that could be something permanent. But every game, the potential's there for all of them. I do like the evolution of helmets, for sure. I think that they're providing a level of protection that is now helping these young men, and the shows regarding the concussions weren't those from years ago. So the evolution of the padding and the protection, I think, is there, and that makes me feel better as a mom, but it's the game. And, motorcycle riders go out and choose to race, and they understand the consequences. And these young men playing the game understand the same.
I mean, at least that the league can protect players from themselves now.
Right.
Yeah, that's you see players get up and they're like, oh, why do I gotta go to the tent?
Right.
Let me just go back in. Like back in the day, they give you smelling salt. Or smell that? Go back in, kid. You know what I mean? Like,
take you to the back and shoot your knee up and say, go out there and get busy.
I remember in college, it just be, you hit your head and then they just get back up, go back in, and you're like,
well, I remember, and I don't want to bring the player's name up, but he played for the Eagles, and Gayle, you probably remember him. I think he was concussed. He lied about it, and the Eagles cut him. And I'm going back to 2018. I mean, I don't want to call anybody out on the carpet.
I'm just trying to figure. Well, I remember, who's it? Stuart Bradley, that guy.
Yeah.
Concussed.
Oh no, wasn't him. But
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was him. I'm just saying I remember his concussion, and him being like, you'd never heard much after Stuart Bradley after that concussion.
I mean, he was a highly touted, draft, coming out of the draft. And like you said, it just seems like he just never, I don't want to say it didn't pan out. I think he went to Arizona and bounced around the league for a couple of years. But
I mean, you could talk about Devontae's perfect hit on AB.
I think that did him in. I really think that made Antonio Brown lose it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched. I've seen a lot of situations where you're like, but I do think everybody is watching now, so which is a good thing.
Well, that perfect hit, I mean, that was dirty as all hell. I mean, just taking in, trying like I said, I just think I threw Antonio Brown in the CTE.
Yeah, I mean, but even think about back in the day, like when you had coaches that would coach you to hurt players. It was like a thing. It was like, you knock this guy out. Like I think it's the way that it's being coached now. It's even everyone's aware of what, trying to kill people. Like back in the day, people were like, "Yo, knock this person out. Like put him in the ambulance." Like,
well, look at Buddy.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Look at the mentality of Buddy Ryan back in the day with the Bounty Bowl against Luis and Dejas.
Yeah. Do you know about that, Mama Ringo?
We got to school you on that one.
So, Buddy Ryan. See, I'm wearing the Buddy Ryan coat today, actually.
Nice.
Buddy Ryan coat. He had like a bounty on like hurting players.
1989.
So they were like, they wanted them to hurt the players, and they would get money, get a little something for hurting a player. But that was, we've come a long way from then.
Wow.
Oh, you could go back to 2012 with the Saints. Look why Sean Payton got suspended for a season.
But it's crazy that, I mean, it's that that was being coached.
Right. I mean,
Buddy Ryan didn't win Super Bowls either.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, it was, that back then, I mean, it was, the rivalries were just more I don't want to say they're not personal today, but I mean, back then it was, it was just, let's knock your head off.
It's funny. I have your boy sitting here.
Who? Ah, there he is.
He's not on the wall. He's not on the wall right now. Not trying to figure out reworking the Eagles office.
I get it.
Trying to, because you sometimes you got to take people down and put champions.
Yeah, no, you got to
put champions up.
Oh, I mean, Buddy wrote a lot of checks the Eagles couldn't cash.
Yeah.
I mean,
We might just have to save that next guest for next time.
you did get my text there about possibly
Nady.
Chris Nady coming on, but
Yeah,
Oh.
Nady's great.
I knew what I wanted to ask you, and I completely forgot and went off the rails.
Okay.
Can you talk about your invite to Governor Shapiro's mansion? Luckily, I just remembered that.
I mean, Governor Shapiro's a big Eagle fan. He was on our podcast actually.
Nice, because
Um,
matter. No, go ahead. I have a couple pictures I wanted to bring
Okay.
up.
all right. Fuji, I heard getting his intel.
Well, TK does all the upload, and so I had to. Well, no, you told me you were going.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what I can pull up here for 1 minute. Where are the pictures? Here you go. I mean,
Yeah.
can you talk about this? And
I felt I had to dress up a little bit. I'm usually in some
Eagled up.
J's, but I was like, I guess I'm at the mansion, so I should dress up.
Right.
But no, I mean, it was a great time. They fed us. They had a great meal for us. It was an opportunity to meet all these content creators from mostly from Pennsylvania, but right around the tri-state. Really, really great content creators. Just really got an opportunity to talk about like how we started, how our journey as content creators, and just meeting a lot of great people and networking and being recognized by the governor as being a top content creator in the PA area, which is cool.
Right.
But it was just a good time. I'm glad I went. I really met some really good people. And then this is how you, as a content creator, this is how you grow. You understand the landscape of how people create content and how they do it and what platforms they use and what are their strategies and all those good things to get your message out there. Because I believe we all have like a message to get out there. But and a lot of people, we're sitting there just talking about our first time creating and we're scared. And, there's a lot of people that want to do content who have a message to deliver, but just don't know how to do that. So, I mean, that night was kind of like a celebration of all the people in that room that, people from like 3 or 4 million followers to like, a couple hundred to, this all over the spectrum. But it was just great to be in the room for that night.
Matter of fact, I'm pull up this picture of Philly sports guy and yourself. And
and Jody as well. I mean, it was funny because we were at the security desk or at the gate outside,
right?
And we all had to do. They did background checks on all of us to get in there. So the security was like looking at him like, "Who are you?" And they had to do a double check on Philly sports guy.
Wow.
So we were actually laughing about it at the gate. So it was cool to. It was. I mean, I've seen Jamie's come up, and so it's obviously it's great to see how far he's come. But like I know he was doing his videos like, who would ever thought me at the governor's mansion?
That's a pretty good impression.
Damn good impression.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm traveling with Jamie like every other week. So we're on a plane together, on the bus, on coming back from every game. Win, lose, or draw. I always get to see Jamie in his full Eagles fandom. So it's always good to see what he's doing.
Let me ask you, I got one other picture with you at the governor. This looks like it might have been in the summertime.
All right, yeah, we were promoting Philadelphia, actually Pennsylvania travel and all the stuff that's going on in the state of Pennsylvania. Was we're out in the Poconos. They had the 400 race weight out there. Not a big race guy.
No.
But it's experiences. Like when you travel, you get to see different things, and just seeing the passion of all the drivers out there. That was cool. That was a cool thing to see. Like, it's definitely loud. So bring your earmuffs. Okay.
Right. Interesting.
But the state of PA's got a whole bunch of things coming. The draft's coming. We got FIFA coming. I know.
Oh yeah, soccer.
Eagles might be getting a new stadium. Maybe down the road. Maybe you get Super Bowls in Philly. I mean, I think Philly's. We had a WrestleMania a couple years ago.
WrestleMania 40.
So I mean, state of PA is where it's at right now.
Did you meet Cody Rhodes the other day?
I didn't.
I know. I think E-Rock got his picture taken on the field.
He used to be a big wrestling guy, but not as much these days.
No, I'm a throwback myself.
Yeah, I could talk some old school wrestling.
Oh, big time. We should save that for another episode.
Yeah.
I can't contribute.
Hulk Hogan.
I'm more of a Ric Flair guy.
Do you remember that one?
Ric Flair.
The only one though.
Okay, Ric Flair.
You gotta know the Nature Boy.
I have a Wu-Tang hoodie, and it says it's Ric Flair's face, and it says Tang. So it's like Wu-Tang.
Well, I mean,
so
if you ever watch this 30 for 30, I mean, a lot of the younger athletes would emulate, doing his whole skit with the, you know.
I know a lot of Eagles players are wrestling guys on the low key.
Well,
I think Lane is a big wrestling guy.
I think that when they played the Giants and Scatterbo messed up his leg, he got in a scuffle with the wrestlers, and I think Big Dom and Cooper DeJean were up there. Was it at the Garden? I think they were up there that night. And Scatterbo tried to he had that surgery when he messed up his leg, and he was trying to kick the wrestler. And I think all New York media just tore him apart. You're hurt. What are you trying to do? Ruin your career? And you're playing for the Giants.
Yeah, Scatterbo, man, if you watched him run at Arizona, it was at Arizona State.
Guy's a beast.
He
like a battering ram.
He just ran through everything. I don't think he put his health on the line every time he ran the ball.
He reminds me of Mike Allstott, who played for the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Fortunately, got hurt playing us. That was tough to see. To see.
Again, the Eagles love, the Philly love, Big Dom. I think took him Stromboli and pizza or cheesesteaks to the hospital. So, I mean,
Big Dom is he's a man of the people.
Oh yeah,
he's out there. Had a good talk with Big Dom.
Yeah,
I left there. I was like, dude.
Right.
I left there. I was like, okay. I'll just leave you with one thing he told me.
What's that?
He said somebody bought his life rights.
Really?
So there could be a Big Dom movie. I'm just saying.
Hey, why not? That's one guy, one behind me in the fight.
Big Dom, the movie. Who plays Big Dom in the movie though?
That's a good question.
So we're gonna have to.
What is Big Dom, 6'4", 6'3"?
Yeah, he's a big dude. Definitely.
Oh yeah, I actually was fortunate.
For sure. Yeah.
6'3".
I was fortunate to have my picture taken with him at a training camp back in August.
Yeah,
and I was like, damn, guys why? Well, not on my camera, but just.
You can't even put a job description on him. That man's so valuable.
Yeah, I mean he wears so many hats. They said he is, let's see. Is he 6'4"?
At least. And you and me are about the same height. You might even be a little taller than me.
He's clutching emergencies. with these young men. I mean, it's only been my experience with my son, but he's in a car accident. He's on it.
Mm-hmm.
On with me and organizing and setting it up and
Wow.
the boys a rental car. They don't have to go and get it. He organizes everything. Shows right up to the stadium. The boys turn it in the same way. It's so easy. He is his organization and his structure and what he brings to the team is just invaluable from my perspective.
And he grew up right in South Philly.
Yeah. Somebody told me he played football for Penn State.
Penn State, yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of the things he was telling me about his just the way that he and it was cool that he's transparent about just being like, he's like, I know some of these players, like I know where they came from or some of the pain that they, grew up with, or he's like, I played and I played it the wrong way. I was like trying to hurt my own players. I was like the worst player. So he said, sometimes I understand where some of these players come from and how to understand what they went through. Cause he went through some of those things, but it was cool to hear him speak about it. Just cause he has a different outlook.
Right.
Yeah, very intriguing time with Dom. That was, hands down one of my favorite. Just to listen,
Mm-hmm.
not to really say exactly what he said, but just to listen to what he had to say. I got a better understanding what he brings to the Eagles, for sure. I can't wait for that movie to come out.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Mama Ringo.
I'm good if you're good.
Oh, Gayle, I'm sure you're all podcasted out.
Yeah, I mean, we do this all the time, so
Yeah.
this is another part of another day, another dollar. I may see you guys at the Washington game.
I won't be in attendance. I wish I was going, but
I'll be at the Philly Sports Trips tailgate. So Mama Ringo, if you're out there, come on by.
I might need to tap in with Philly Sports Trips.
Yeah, we'll be out there.
How's Vince doing?
He's doing good. The business is expanding to other teams now, so that's why I stepped in this year to help them run all their trips this year. They're doing stuff with the Ravens, the Bears, the Browns. So it's been a good time. So
I was going to say, pass my best on Mr. Rizzuto.
I will.
It's been a while.
I will, for sure.
I'd like to, I don't know, maybe get him on here at some point. I know he's like you, on the move, like you guys, Nady, PSG. Like you got, I don't know how you guys do it energy wise.
Hey, I always got time, so you
Right.
just let me know. I'll be there. And if I can't, I'll definitely let you know I can't.
Definitely want to talk sneakers too.
And Mama Ringo, when you let me know when you're ready, bring your shoes. I got you.
I'm gonna come over for some mentorship with a pair of white sneakers in my hand.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Let's film some creativity. Are you
All right.
down?
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
It'll be fun.
Well, Gayle, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. God bless you. I don't know how you guys do it, but
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Always, like I said, I appreciate you inviting me to, not only the pep rally, for the Dallas opener, but out to Bala Kenwood back when we beat Washington to go to Super Bowl. I sincerely and deeply appreciate it.
Hey, again, it's all about having these experiences.
All right.
It's big or small. It's about the camaraderie of like a real diehard Eagle fan,
Right.
and having those moments with each other that that kind of thing you don't forget. So,
not at all. But Miss Mama Ringo, did you have anything you wanted to add before we? I just figured I'd ask you.
Gayle for some mentorship and
I just wanted to make sure
color sneakers.
before we.
I'm pulling up with some rhinestones.
Oh.
We're gonna make a real nice.
All right, I have an idea already.
All right,
You know.
that's good.
You already got the wheels turning in the man's head.
All right, rhinestones. Okay, I got you.
Hold on. All right. I want to thank everybody tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, gotta ask you this before I let you both go. Give me some predictions for Saturday's game.
Blowout. Easy. What's the score gonna be? Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Spread.
I'm gonna go 33, 14.
Nice.
33-14.
Yeah, I'm going with the 25-point spread.
I think the other night I did say 35-13 Eagles on Patterson Ave Fanatics.
I'm going
Believe
with
it
the
or not.
35-point spread. 35-point spread.
All right.
Ish.
Well, thank you, Mama Ringo. Gayle, deeply appreciate you.
All right, man. You got go
Cool.
birds.
Go Birds. Everybody have a good week. Be safe. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everybody. Be safe. Call a friend. Call a loved one you haven't talked to. Hey, the holidays are here, folks. You know, check in on people. You never know what somebody's going through. And we're out of here.
Out of here.
And we are.
Philly streets got a story to tell. Golden sun breaks the Liberty Bell. From the Trattoria to the stoop outside, feel good vibes in the city's pride. Fuji's Philly flag, oh, it's everywhere. Good news flying like hands in the air. Hip hop grooves with a twist, so rare. Fuji's Philly flag, we're living the